Today we are going to go further into our crystals series, crystals and stones, and we're going to talk about emerald today. Now, emerald is often in the color green, and we would often associate emerald with the heart chakra, and hata, as some may call it, is the center of compassion, forgiveness, and emotional balance. Now, when we're looking at the planetary aspects that this stone can be associated with, we're looking at things like Mercury, being that messenger, the bridge between the heart and the mind. When we're looking at the astrological archetypes, we're looking at things like Gemini, Virgo, Taurus, and Cancer. And then the speed at which it vibrates is medium to high. So that's a measurement of, if you were to put it under some strenuous scientific research, you would find that the vibration of the stone in comparison to other stones, and that's how they are able to determine that, but also those that are energetically sensitive are also able to feel the speed at which the stone vibrates at. And so most people would say it's got a medium to high vibrational reading on the scale. And we're looking at elemental aspects, we're looking at things like earth and water. And when we are cleansing it, we're looking at using the tools like moonlight and smudging, with other plants, and also sound clearing as well. So probably don't want to engage with too many other elements when cleaning the stone. Those are the three more safer ones to use. Now I'm going to go into some physical, emotional, mental, metaphysical aspects that this stone may assist with. I'd like to remind you, I'm not a medical practitioner, and nor am I claiming that emerald is going to cure X, Y, and Z. Again, I'd like to remind you that you can work with this stone even if you don't have it in your physical presence. You can use it through visualization, also art, whether you create that or you contribute towards someone else that has or is to create that as well. Now, so when we're looking at the physical aspects, we would often associate this with the heart, as I spoke of earlier. So we're looking at things like circulation and also recovery from fatigue. Now, it can also be quite good with engaging your vision and clarity as well when making decisions, but also like your actual visual eyesight. It can also help with detoxing particular body rhythms and also balancing that. So particularly, we're looking at things like the nervous system and also the endocrine system as well. Now, moving on to the emotional and mental, we're looking at how it can soothe emotional turbulence, eases heartbreak, opens us up to more authentic and compassionate relationships. And it teaches us that love really begins with acceptance, and then it can flow outward and givingly as well. So things like patience and empathy, trust and emotional honesty, hope, and also equilibrium after grief, after loss as well. There's moments when we need to close and come back in to cleanse and clear, and then the next step is to open again. So we remain closed off the world in particular matters, then we'll never really reach our full potential, not just ourselves, but also those around us. Now, when we're looking at the metaphysical and more etherical aspects of the stone, we're looking at how it vibrates in a place of like divine love and wisdom. It opens up pathways of like abundance and compassion and alignment with your true purpose, if I can put it in that way. And it also teaches us to learn and lean and live through a place of vulnerability, to be able to be in that as more often as we possibly can. So not just what does your heart feel, but also what does your heart know? Now, when we look at the cultural and historical associations with emerald, There's a number of stories from all around the world, and I'm just going to share some of them here and now. So when we look at ancient Egypt, emerald was often associated with the goddess Isis, and she was associated with things like fertility and rebirth. Cleopatra was also said to have worn the stone very frequently, and as a sign of her divine wisdom and eternal beauty, as they say. Have your own stories and associations with Cleopatra if you wish. In Vedic astrology, emerald is often a stone associated with Bud, which is what we would call Mercury in the English language, which I've spoken to earlier. And it was often worn to enhance communication, intellect, and also harmonious relationships as well. In medieval Europe, it was often associated with protecting against like deceit and also promoting this real kind of loyal form of love. And among like the Incas and Aztecs, emerald was often a sacred symbol of fertility and just the life-giving power of nature. You know, depending on which environment you live in the world, you know, you may find that a lot of the nature is the color green. So I can see why they would associate the green stone with the green of nature. And if they're often living in things like forestry, then there's usually a lot of green around. So yes, if you've got any comments, any questions about emerald, you're welcome to leave that in the comment section below. I've got my social media links in the description box. There's also a link to the previous stone crystal vlog as well. There's a whole series actually there that you can click on and go through if you've got other stones. If you've got other stones that you want me to discuss but I haven't shared upon, also let me know about that as well. And I'll see you again soon.